All right, welcome to another edition of the Freeform Rock Podcast on YouTube. Not you, not tube. I don't know. I'm confused. What's up, Lee?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, my head just messed up. I put a background up of our logo and my hair it keeps going. I'm disappearing.
No. I can see you all fine.
Drinking in my whiskey glass. I used to have two of these, but guess what? I broke one.
Oh man.
Yeah, hey man, you cleaned up, Lee. You're cleaning Lee.
Yeah, I'm getting more women all the time. Hi, honey.
Hey man, you need to get on our YouTube page and say hi to Curtis, man. He always says things to you. You never reply to him. Feel sorry for the dude. Curtis.
Who? Curtis or Chris?
Curtis. The guy from Canada?
Oh, no. I talk to him sometimes on Messenger and stuff.
I know, but it'd be nice if you'd said some stuff. But
he's cool.
Like he said on the last video, oh, it's glad to see you're awake today, Lee.
But no, I mean I comment on his stuff sometimes. He's all good.
All right, man. So this is our Friday video. We don't do Friday Night Live. That's Decibel Geek. So I don't horn in on their shit. This is recorded, not live. It's recorded live, but not live. It's like
this
Saturday.
Is Thursday and a half and Friday and minus and a half on toast. Not live, but on toast, which is made with yeast, but it's not live yeast.
Well, it's like when we do the half episodes. They're full episodes, but I call them halves because I got so many podcasts released in a pipeline. I don't want to go and change every fucking number up and down, up and down.
Why not half brain? Like episode 100 and half brain.
Why on the new Dita Strauss, I think it's 284 and a half because we had a 284 episode. So I don't want to. I have like 295, 296, 297. I have like episodes already ready. I'd have to go in and rename every one of them. I go, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And it won't let me up. And I'm not gonna put two episodes that say 284. So I put 284 and a half.
Well, no people, most people don't even notice.
Yeah, I know. So
people will buy Kiss albums and they'll buy another copy of Rock and Roll Over before they buy the next album because they at least want to buy an album that sounds good.
Yeah.
So they buy a second copy of that album.
So the new Nita Strauss episode is up, guys. So go check it out. And also, before I forget, because I might drink a little bit too much here.
I haven't drank enough yet.
Subscribe and give us a thumbs up. If you give us a thumbs down, Lee knows where you live and he will find you.
I'll search someone's cabinets and take all of their booze.
Yeah, well, and send me some because I always need some booze.
I might do that to you if it's a guy I feel hurt both of us.
Let's go after Chuck, man. I like that guy, Chuck Lobson, but he pisses me off sometimes. He's not going to listen to this because he listens to the real podcast, the RMCP. But he's cool. He always goes on my page. Like I said, the new Styx album is really good. I hate Styx. And I go, okay, enjoy. And he's like, gives me reasons why he hates the band. Or today it was Todd Delatorre. He goes, he's a half version of Jeff Tate. And I go, okay, enjoy. And I go, why can't you be like me, Chuck? And go, you know what? This ain't my thing. But if you don't like it, cool. If you like it, that's
cool. What happens in San Francisco. You see, you go into the restroom and you see two people doing stuff that you don't want to see, and you go, okay, it's your thing. Bye, and then run out real quick.
I don't know. This sounds like something E would ask you or Ralph would ask you. So you've been in a restroom stall. Did you ever put your thing in the glory hole?
No, but I was once in a bar where instead of the indication on top being saying men, it just showed the thing. And then I thought, I'm not going to go in there.
It goes, come in. We have a thing for you.
that that would have been their logo.
So you mean a phallus or a penis, right? A penis, phallus, a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not made for kids. I always put videos not made for kids, so we could say fuck, fuckity, fuck, fucking sex,
Yeah.
whatever.
But what I mean is, like, I was there not looking for people. I was there for another reason. But
you're there to listen to girls
but
sing with their shirts tucked in.
There weren't probably any women who were there were men in drag. It was that kind of bar. It was well, I'll put it to you like this. I think it's closed now, but it was called Daddy's, and and I was there to pass out flyers for the Greek Food Festival. I was passing out in a lot of places, and
Nice.
so I passed it out there, and all of the men, or most of the men, were wearing leather, and one guy called me cutie, but I didn't care because he didn't do anything. He was just, calling me cutie. But then I was in another bar, which was a different kind of a bar. It was more like you could have cocktails there, but it wasn't cocktails. It was coffee, and all the men, or a lot of the men, were like Japanese guys with long hair, but they were very friendly and smiling and nice, and it was a more mellow atmosphere. But it was like the difference between, do you want to go rough or do you want to go gentle? And that was in a section of San Francisco in the Castro district, which is famous for being very, very gay, even though there are some women there who do wear their shirts tucked in. And I once went there to pass out questionnaires on fashion, and I gave them to women who wore their shirts tucked in, and it was all cool. But the thing is, it's also a good place for restaurants and all that, but it's kind of like, also there are occasionally times when there were a bunch of guys who were a lot older who just didn't wear any clothing, and they were all standing outside having coffee and talking. And that's that. Some people would find that disturbing. I think as long as they don't bother me, let them do what they do. They're actively, I guess, promoting whatever they're promoting, but they're older men. They're not harming anybody. They're just well, I don't know what the hell they were doing. All I know is that when I was walking down the street and I happened to see them, I
At least they're using their pronouns. Good job.
Yeah. Yes. They definitely were not a they. But anyway, at least they and when I say they, I mean more than one of them. But anyway, they were like, well, okay, I'll just keep walking.
Hey, speaking of I'm not gonna say the word, but the Foo Fighters made a 10 song album of disco, and they called themselves the DGs. They did 3 Bee Gees songs. They did an Andy Gibbs song, they did, well, Shadow Dancing. They did,
I know that.
yeah, and it's like, I love the Foo Fighters. I heard some of the songs. I was never a Bee Gees fan, so I can't handle it. Stick to Prince, man. When they did Prince cover a Darling Nikki, that was amazing. But it's just for Record Store Day. It's not a Foo Fighters album. And then the Foo Fighters got some shit when they played the Canyon Club the other night in Agora Hills. They had the guy from Silver Spoons out there. What's that guy? The Ricky Schroeder. He was outside protesting the
Really?
Foo Fighters concert with anti-vaxxers. Say Dave Grohl's ignorant because in order to get into the show, it's a small club. It's the Canyon Club in Agora Hills. In they're practicing. They're going to Madison Square Garden to play a show, dude, next week. And they were practicing on stage. And Ricky Schroeder is out there calling Dave Grohl ignorant because they were making people show proof of vaccination to get into the show. I have no problem with that, man, because I want concerts to go on. If they have to show a vaccine, here's my fucking card, bitch. I'm going in. And people call me fucking names and shit about that. I don't care. I want music. I'll do anything to see music except suck dick. But that's about.
Yeah.
Remember Silver Spoons, Ricky Schroeder? Oh, you're having a coughing fit. Thank you for muting it.
Thank you for talking about it.
Well, people can tell you like this, like.
No, I'll do it now. You don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Be careful. You might look racist going blah, 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 blah. Achoo.
It's okay, you fucker.
Hey, did you ever see the movie with Val Kilmer called Top Secret?
One moment.
Achoo.
We'll call this 1-2 buckle my shoe, 3-4 leads a chew. I probably saw it. Was that like a pun move?
It was a spoof from the makers of Airplane.
Long ago I saw it.
It's like I was watching it the other day. That movie still holds up. I fucking love it. It's like there's a scene where he's in a ballet. And you know how the men wear huge tights and you can see their like packages? They had them extra long and the women were dancing over their packages. So I'm like, like, whoa.
Give me one moment.
Achoo! There's the infamous fan. Oh, look at your feet. You need a pedicure. No, I'm joking. Hey, you're still muted, buddy. Unmute yourself.
Yeah,
okay.
I just did that so that it's better than watching me for a moment.
It's okay. I was doing the sound effects for you.
Yeah, you're good like that. I could do a movie and it could be a silent movie, and then you come on and do the sound effects and go burp 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 burp.
Hey, Kiss released a live album from I think 2000 from Japan or something, where they have Fraley and Eric Singer. It has 3 of the original members of the band. Everybody's gone gaga for it, and they're making fun of Paul for is in between. Is anybody out there okay?
I actually did. You hear any of it?
No, did you hear it? Was it good?
I actually heard some of it, and I was very, very surprised at how good it was. And even though Paul does sound kind of off, it's off in the way that a punk rock singer might be off. It doesn't matter because the vibe is still fun. I didn't hear the whole thing, but when I heard Detroit Rock City, I thought this is the best. This is the best version of Detroit Detroit Rock City that I've ever heard, and much better than Alive 2. And then Deuced was also good. But the sound quality is really good. It's just that maybe it's not something where I want to hear the whole thing at once. It might be more like you hear a couple of songs at a time, and then you can go to another group and listen to something else, but you still have a very good impression of it. I'm probably not at the point anymore where I want to hear too many Kiss concerts or Kiss stuff in full. And it was edited where I could tell that the second song was not right away done after the first. They were maybe picking songs from, I don't know if they were from different concerts. They could have all been from Tokyo, from a one or two different concerts, but it wasn't flowing like one concert. It was more like a good song from one concert and a good song from another concert, but still, I don't mind that at all. And Gene's bass work was really good in it, and I was surprised. I was really surprised because I didn't know that Ace was on it, but Ace is playing some of the best regular playing that he's done. And I think that I would have liked maybe a few more deep tracks on it, but from what I heard, it's a pretty good recording. I wouldn't buy it because I don't buy stuff like that anymore, but for someone who listens to it on streaming, it was worth the money for me.
So I didn't buy it because even though Ace is on there and I love Eric Singer as a drummer, it's like all these people trying to add me to Kiss groups. I like what I like from Kiss, and I don't like what I like from Kiss. It's like,
yeah.
It's like they're not my favorite band, but they're still a band I give props to. They're still a band that I like. I don't love Kiss. I love Ace Frehley. I love everything he basically does, But and he was great in concert with that band he has. But fuck, I don't know. Paul Stanley just rubs me the wrong way. I love Gene Simmons and I love Ace Frehley, but I won't buy solo Gene Simmons albums because they actually suck. You know,
They're like a big messed up plate of food where nothing works, and maybe a song works and maybe another song works, but there's going to be a bunch of songs that don't belong on it.
I know. You know how we did this? We did the Mammoth. Really? Oh, I don't think I got to put it in front of my face.
Mm-hmm.
This Mammoth album.
Yeah.
Okay. We did it because we wanted to get on it really quick. I don't know, man, but we have a podcast coming up that's going to come out after the Nita Strauss really quick on Monday. But this new Styx album deserves a review.
I might take a listen to it.
It's called Crash the Crown. And it's a lot of it sounds like old 70s Styx, you know, with the harmonies and the way they sing together. I was listening to it on the way to pick up groceries today, and I was like, fucking A. I love The Mission, their last album, but this one blows it away. It's like, damn. I texted you out to say it was amazing to me, and it sounds like 70 Styx. And Lawrence sounds really fucking good. It's like a lot of piano. It's like Dynasty Young type keyboards on there. And it's like I got that new Dynasty Young album last week. It's like I'm getting 2 Styx albums for the price of one. It's fucking amazing.
Does the Dynasty Young album sound Styx-ish?
Oh yeah, dude. The first song he does is kind of a tribute to the Beatles. It's called Hello Goodbye. He talks about the Beatles a lot, like Strawberry Fields. He does. He puts little Beatles riffs within his own song. It's fuck. I'll send you that song "Hello Goodbye" and see what you think of it. But it's a,
All
and
right.
then he ends with the finale off of what's that? Grand Illusion. You think your life is, it's the finale from the album where he puts all the songs in the middle and he ends it with that. It's fucking amazing because that's
Huh.
supposed to be his last album ever. He's going out with a bang. Really
Why?
cool. He said he's done making music and he made part one and part two of it. He was going to make a double album, but the record company said, "Oh, let's make it two albums." And he actually made it look like a Beatles, like Meet the Beatles with his face on it with the same
Huh.
writing. It's pretty cool.
Okay. I'm wondering why he's finishing music.
He's like 70 something years old, dude.
Oh, okay.
But he does want to go out with Styx. He wants to do a final tour with those guys, man. That's his
Yeah.
band. He started it.
Yeah.
Fucking James Young is fucking the dissenting vote in that band, I think.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
those two guys started that band with the Parnarza brothers. Parnarza's
Yeah.
still in there. Once in a, he comes up on stage and plays a couple songs with them and leaves
Yeah.
because they got Ricky from the Babies on there. I forgot his last name, but
Yeah.
and they got a great drummer. This album, it's really good. It's like Tommy Shaw sounds really good. Lawrence Gowan sounds really good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the whole thing. There has to be a song that JY sings because JY sings a song on every album. So
Yeah. He has to, I think.
he has to, but it's just, it sounds like, how Styx sounded like Crosby, Stills and Nash with the harmonies. That's what this new album sounds like. They have a lot of that going on.
Oh, do they have a song that sounds like "You can close your eyes, you can close your eyes
Oh no, the
every
first song, I'll
night"?
send you a song from the new album and see
Or
what you think.
does he do they have a song that goes like "Something in the way she moves makes me"? Well, there's a Beatles song like that, but James Taylor does another song like that. And it's fine in the night when I da 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 when I so do they have that kind of a stuff,
Kind
like
of,
do
they
they
have like like a piano
so
where
so so so
singing.
so it's like a very mellow acoustic James Taylor album.
No, they have acoustic parts where it starts off
Oh,
mellow and then it builds up like Styx does and goes a little bit
like
riffage.
about maybe an hour of acoustic, and then the last 10 minutes is
Kind of
very
like
heavy.
like fooling yourself. You know how it starts off acoustic,
Yeah, kind of like a
kind of,
like a
but it has
two
the keyboards going up.
yeah,
Yeah,
like a 2 hour album with nothing but keyboards, and the last 5 minutes are really heavy rock, right?
it's got it's every song.
I'm messing
Every
with you.
song has an element of soft and heavy, like
Oh,
light into day. It's really cool.
yeah, like Lady or Lorelei.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
freaking like fooling yourself, angry young man. Kind of like that. Crystal
yeah,
ballish, stuff like that.
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
I love Styx, man. I love REO Speedwagon. I love it when they tour together because I get to see two great bands.
Oh.
And then last time I saw them, they had the guitarist from the Eagles open for them, and he was really good too.
I
Not Joe
like
Walsh.
him. I kind of like him better with the group, but I don't know what his group is. I just know that he's good.
Did you want me to send you the link to the Tomb Raider Barbie?
I already saw that link, and the thing is that actually excited me in a way. It was like I wish I can find that.
I showed you the link. You can buy it.
I know, but what I mean is like just walk around the street and find it.
Oh man, call Angelina Jolie. Hey, can you wear your Tomb Raider outfit for me, babe?
Hey, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, she'll just go fuck you.
Uh,
Yeah, because they got a new girl playing Tomb Raider now. It's pretty cool.
oh, yeah.
So, Dan, you're going to talk about bad music versus good music.
Well, with you, it's almost there's no point because because good music is bad music and vice versa. You like everything.
I don't like everything, man. I don't like James Taylor.
Okay, well, that makes it worse. No.
I do admit he's a great songwriter, though.
I if I ever find a song of his that I think you'll like, I'll send it to you, but I haven't found one yet.
Shit,
But-
I even like Carly Simon better than him.
Oh my word. Oh, ew. Well,
that-
no. I do like some of her. There's an album of hers that I do like that I think that you might like.
I love Simon and Garfunkel also.
And then there's
Paul Simon. I love the album Graceland. That's a great album, man.
Buzzy Linhart. And
Mhm.
and he's the one who wrote the Love Still Growing that Carly Simon does. The way she sings and she says like, and the love still growing. The way he does it, and the love is still whoa.
I don't know. It just sounds
And
like
I mean you it might be a chore for both of us to review his album. He might do some. Are you getting in the funky mood? Are you ready for the whoa? Are you you know? He's like, dude, shut up your parrot.
it's like I compare James Taylor to John Mayer. John Mayer's it's the voice. It's just the voice. The music is really good. John Mayer's a great guitar player, but I can't stand your body's like Wonderland. It just puts me to sleep. I'm like,
wow.
But I can listen to Simon and Garfunkel because I love Paul Simon. I love Art Garfunkel's voice. I don't like Art Garfunkel's solo, but I like Paul Simon's solo.
Yeah. He was really good. There Goes Ryman Simon is a really, really good album.
And I love fucking Billy Joel. I just got that album, The Bridge, where he sings in the rhythm of the night. It went a balls, the River Dreams.
That's not my favorite song of his.
Hey, that's not my favorite song, but it's still a good song. I think I like fucking Scenes from Italian Restaurant the best. Because it has so many different changes in there where it's like better than Mary, where Papa is steady and the King of the Prom. And then it fucking goes a bottle of whites, bottle of reds. It changes tone. It's like progressive. It's like a progressive fucking adult contemporary song. It rules.
Have you ever heard the song Captain Jack?
Yeah, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Take you to your special island.
Yeah.
I love that song too. Man.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Billy Joel rules. I've seen him once in concert and he kicked ass, man. I wish he'd stop playing New York and come to LA again.
Yeah.
He keeps playing Madison Square Garden all the time.
He keeps playing places that are so expensive that it would be hard for me to see him.
I know, man. Fucker.
Yeah.
But man, I love that Captain Jack song. I remember.
I like the Glass Houses album. That's my favorite album of his.
I know we reviewed it, right?
Yeah.
That's a great album. But I got into him because Still Rock and Roll to me when I heard it on the radio. Before he did Tell Her About It, Tell Her All Your Crazy Dreams. His doo-wop album, The Innocent Man, which the song Innocent Man rules. Do you like that song?
I like that stuff. I thought it's cool.
Dude, I don't think Billy Joel's ever made a bad album.
He did one album which I want to get, but it was called Cold Spring Harbor.
It's a good album. I've heard it.
But it's like the original had his voice slightly like they mastered it slightly like 1/2 pitch above when it the way it was supposed to be, I guess. So his voice sounded a little more womanish. And then so the producer of that album decided to lower it the right way, but then took off the strings. And I'm like, it's a confusing album in order to try and find an original, because I don't care if he sounds a little bit higher pitched. I want to hear the full album with the strings. I don't want to hear a version where some of what was on the original is erased, because that doesn't because I heard that it wasn't really a good job, and then they try to do this and they try to do that, and it had like about maybe 5 or 6 or however many different releases. So I want to find an original copy of it so that I can hear it with the strings, because that's how it was originally done.
Did you ever hear it that way?
I well, that's the way it was, and I wanted to find it, and I can't tell, because it's like the versions that I found, that I heard some of it of, they don't explain whether they're the original or not. I want to be able to find I'll go look and say like Cold Spring Harbor original mix. That would be the way to find it. But
You know,
yeah,
he should make a like a double album, like original mix, new mix, have it like put it in a package, a box set. People would buy that shit. People are buying all these box sets. And I'm like, fuck, man, it's too expensive.
that would
Stop.
be a good idea.
It's like Black Sabbath Sabotage box, man. Everybody's like all into that shit right now.
I'm just, unless it's in, well, the Rolling Stones, when they did the album Some Girls,
Great
there were
album.
about like 10 or so other songs that they wanted to put on it that they couldn't because of whatever reason. And
Probably
so I
time
was
constraints.
and some other issues. But but the thing is that they did have them as extra tracks that I was able to hear, and some of them I would say, well, they weren't that great, but still, with albums like that where there's a whole bunch of extra songs, I can see the point. But if it's only a matter of, oh, Black Sabbath, I got 4 different live versions of Paranoid. Wow. I'm like, so what?
Yeah, I hate that shit. I like it when
Mm.
Rush will just release a whole concert, and they won't add bonus tracks and shit. But I think the Rolling Stones, man, with their freaking catalog, they should just release B-side albums. Hey, this is B-sides from this era of us. This is a B-side from Some Girls.
Oh,
Or make a double album of it and release the B-sides on a second disc. Like Prince
they,
did. Prince made a
yeah,
B-sides double CD, which is really good. 3 CD of just
it's like,
B-sides.
it's like the Rolling Stones have like so many songs that were never on regular albums. They could put out a whole album of nothing but the singles.
Yeah, they should do like U2 even did it when I bought their best of. They had a second disc of B-sides, which was really cool. Like their song, their cover of Dancing Barefoot. I'm dancing barefoot. You know that song? I think it was Patti Smith
No,
cover.
I don't know that song.
Or they had their own song, oh, the sweetest thing. Or they had all these, because Joshua Tree had a lot of B-sides like Silver and Gold, the sweetest thing. They didn't make the
All
albums,
right.
but they released it on the B-side of like the singles. Really cool. I like that shit.
Yeah.
I just want people to
Yeah.
release B-sides albums.
Yeah. I I think that that would be a good idea.
Yeah,
you
U2
know.
could release a lot of B-sides. Prince is releasing new albums right now, and I haven't heard the new one, but I want to check that out too. But
Yeah.
he's not alive. His family's releasing all. It's a money cow
Yeah.
for them now. Fucking, I hate that shit. When a family gets a hold of
Yeah.
your thing and just goes into the vault, starts taking shit. Tom Petty's family's doing it right. His wife and his daughter had a lawsuit, but then they came to an agreement where they both worked together with the Heartbreakers. So you got
Yeah.
Mike Campbell in there helping them. So that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
Like that soundtrack they did for She's the One. They're releasing it called Angel Dream. I got that pre-ordered on vinyl. I don't know if you heard that album, She's the
That
One. It was a soundtrack
sounds pretty good. I mean, I haven't heard it, but it sounds like it might be pretty good.
oh, it's a really good album. They have a song called California is place for me. I hope it doesn't fall into the sea.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of the song by 100 Flowers called California is Falling into the Ocean.
Yeah, but it's funny because
I should give you that album. It's on MP3, so I could give it to you. It's a punk group from like the early 80s. They were originally called the Urinals. So it's like just because they're called 100 Flowers doesn't mean they're all nicey nice. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised they haven't made a band called CBGBs.
Huh.
That'd be a good name for a band, unless
Hmm.
the guy who owns the name of CBGBs goes, you can't use that name for a band. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's ever made a band called CBGBs.
Yeah, yeah. They could do see these GBs,
That'd
you
be
know.
funny.
You
I just
know.
found out today somebody invited me to an Arcadia group, and I thought it was the Duran Duran, side band with Nick Rhodes, Simon Le Bon, and Roger Taylor.
Yeah.
That they did called Arcadia. No, it's an Italian progressive rock band called Arcadia. And I go, do you know there's a band called Arcadia before you? I go, man, shit.
Mhm.
They
Did
tricked
you
me.
did you listen to any
No, I'm gonna
of their
check. I'm gonna check them out, but it's not like Arcadia. It's not Duran Duranish. It's
yeah, it
probably
might be better.
oh fuck no. I love that Arcadia album. It's fucking cool because John Taylor, they were arguing during that time. So you had them two go, yeah, John and Andy go to the power station with Robert Palmer, and
Yeah.
then you had those three make like Arcadia, which is basically Duran Duran. And
Yeah.
John Taylor appeared in one of the videos. He came out of the closet and they pushed him back in. So they were getting back together then. So that was pretty cool. He
Yeah.
made an appearance in a video. But
Yeah.
my love for Duran Duran. That's one of my all-time favorite bands.
Yeah.
Rock, any genre. It's they just rule to me. They could do disco and I wouldn't care.
I'd say their first two albums definitely, and I had their video collection, which is definitely worth getting.
Nick Rhodes came out and said he likes making synths organic on the keyboards. He doesn't want to sit there and have computer synths. He says those are fake to me. I like to sit there and invent them myself and not put it through a computer to make my synth sound weird. I think you got to respect that, man. He wants to make his own synths and not get computerized synths.
That's interesting. Yeah, he I don't know the first thing on how to make a keyboard, but I can play one.
Well, if you have streaming, they have an IMDb streaming channel or the Pluto or whatever people go to. They have the making of Rio, Duran Duran Rio, and you could see how Nick explained how he came up with those sounds for Rio and how the other members of the band added to it. It's pretty amazing how creative that band was and is still.
Yeah.
They don't sit on their laurels. They sit there and they're kind of progressive rock, but they're progressive pop. They don't sit there and sound the same on every album. They constantly change. You go from Seven and a Ragged Tiger to Notorious, it's a totally different sound. Or you go from Rio to Seven and a Ragged Tiger, or from the first album to Rio, it's not the same album. They are an
Yeah,
amazing band. And they got pigeonholed into, oh, they're glamour boys. Look at them. They're fucking new fucking romantics or whatever. They're the ones who invented the term new romantic, because in the one song they say new romantic, so they pigeonholed them as new romantics. They're fucking just
yeah,
music. They rule.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, but what band do you think that you think got pigeonholed into a style, but you think they're more than that style?
I know of a group that I can think of that people really like. Well, first I'll try to answer your question. Well, Pablo Cruz, but even though Pablo Cruz um, did do a lot of the stuff that they're known to do, they also were able to do a lot of really good, interesting, progressive stuff. And Corey Larios, the keyboard player, is almost like a classical piano player. He's like one of the best piano players that you could ever find in any rock group. And you probably don't know them,
No.
but they did the song "What You Gonna Do When She Says Goodbye."
That sounds
What you
familiar.
gonna do
Yeah, I
when
think I know
she's
that.
gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them. And so they were
That
the
was a good
big
song.
group. Yeah, that was the big group, big song back in the day when I grew up. And he was also in Stone Ground, the group. But you don't know anything about Stone Ground. We should do an album by them because the lead singer Sal Valentino was in the group, the Beau Brummels, before that. And you don't even know who they are, but you might have heard the song "Laugh, Laugh Before I
That
Die."
sounds
Da,
familiar.
da, da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Yeah, yeah, that yeah that was the Beau Brummels. So those guys, he Stone Ground had about like maybe 12 members, and then when they were on stage, it almost looked like they were just partiers trying to grab drinks. They were just like crowded on the stage, but they were kind of a fun band. And Corey Larios was in it, and then they did Pablo Cruz, and um, not all of this stuff I like, but I could send you a link to some really good live stuff that they did when they were um you know reuniting. And another group that would fit that category is Ambrosia, which
We did an Ambrosia album. I think we did.
is that the one "Somewhere I Never Traveled"?
I don't remember. I had to go look through our list.
I'm pretty sure it probably was either that, or did it have the song "Nice Nice Very Nice"?
I don't remember. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago. But
Okay, but yeah, we did an Ambrosia album, but
I think I liked it.
they yeah, they did a couple of albums that were like very, like, I think soft pop and mellow and not at all like their progressive stuff. But then one of their last albums, they kind of went back and did the progressive stuff. And then when they reunited, they did a bunch of good, interesting progressive stuff that sounded like their old time. It was just a concert on like a drum studio thing, but you can see it on YouTube. And because I think the drummer might have been involved in that station. But yeah, but a group that I think was pigeonholed for the wrong reasons, because I don't think they're that good, and you might not agree with me, is the Ramones. They just sound, they the Ramones, they just, all of the songs just sound like da 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 da
Yeah, but they do a lot of stuff that sounds like Cheap Trick. Well, Cheap Trick sounds like them. A lot of they bands have ripped them off. Those easy chords they've done. Green Day, even Cheap Trick's done their chords.
But I
know.
just don't like them. So I think they've gotten pigeonholed into being thought of as a great band when they're not. That's what I'm trying to
think they're a
say.
creative band because but they did.
I might force myself to hear one of their albums just to see if I can.
I would like to do the first album one day. But
you might not get a good review from me.
They did inspire the Sex Pistols to become a band, so that's kind of bad for me. Even though a lot of people like the Sex Pistols, I never got them. It's just me.
I liked their sound, but I thought some of their songs were repetitive, and I thought that the way that it was engineered, they engineered it as if the guy was in a back room doing it in a tin can. They didn't get a good song sound, but
maybe they did it in a bathroom at CBGB's.
but it was some of their stuff I did like.
Playing in a glory hole.
He's like, who knows?
I don't know. All right, man. Let's end our show today so we can say some topics for next week, man. You know what to do, Lee. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.